All set. Let's start.
Stream 4. Gleam bold.
Actually, as for that, I'm not.
At least I made some.
Stream 4. Gleam bold. Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Stream 4. Gleam bold. Seek, and you will find.
Hello, I'm a bomb. That's no problem, of course. Now playing, no. Hang on. Hanakoni's family have not heard. Purchase the rights to this. Oh, aha! If you ask me how I feel about you, don't they will never give you up. They will never say goodbye to you, never tell lies to hurt you.
Stream 4. Gleamable. Stream 4. Gleamable.
Oh, by the laughter! To think you've seen through my disguise this quickly! Keep your shirt off! I'm on to you. You're here because you accepted bribes from the This evil city has fought. If you wish to defeat me, you'll have to...
Is that all?
Easy,
The name of Landa, a will forged in ice, never falters!
Go nutty!
Still waters of oblivion.
In the mood for another beating?
Transformation begin! The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
This ends here.
That's half the work. On the still waters of oblivion.
Currently on this luxury cruise ship enjoying Penaconi's. If you've been by my heliobus, originally from the Labu's fictional garden, I'm passionate about researching Xianzhou. I forgot what happened. But anyway, I've come to realize. Yes, meme, that's it. They even have I hope you can find a real.
Stream 4.
You finally arrived, oh great gray-haired little... What do you know? This is called foreshadowing. Alright, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. 5, 4, 1! Is it really that important? I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising? Shocking?
Not much time left.
Stream 4. The gleam of old blades. Seek, and you will find.
Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Don't come close! Since you're here, I'll just...
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique, as if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it. Actually,
Gleam of old blades.
there might be enough. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death, I think, this moment. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Our regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker, and Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
It is my honor. I've said many goodbyes. Yet I am glad that this is the first time I speak these words with a smile. But before leaving, I'm sure you all have plenty to say to the Nameless of the past. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all...
That statue. It wasn't.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist. Either way, he's an enigmatic character. At least our journey together in Penacony. Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festivals and if we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
Stream forth the gleam of old blade.
Honestly, when I heard the Nameless, though that it seems,
History may not remember the names of the dead, the first glimmer of light, but because of this. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina Jane Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains.
Stream forth the gleam of old blade.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart?
Apologies, Mr. Mika.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do?
many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting you. Penacony's nights are long. We're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, to your tenacity throughout time.
This trailblazing expedition, just like a clock's hands that turn, there shouldn't be much left to say. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, watchmaker of the land of the dreams, nameless of the Astral Express. To Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, they were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. Yeah, maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they... and we... When Mr. Mikhail sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends. But against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. Mikhail has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life, and its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewell.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Stream forth, gleam of old blood. Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony? Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way? The ocean of stars is, but the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full. Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, in there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting. That's right. What matters more is not who I am, but what we have done together. This story will forever be etched in my heart. We both still have our own paths to walk. So let's forge ahead. Hopefully, if we meet again, it'll be beneath clear skies.
There. Chin up, Pom-Pom.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom-Pom? We told Pom-Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom-Pom so... The conductor, Pom-Pom is just angry. No matter where the express, that's right. Pom-Pom...
It's okay. Oh, Pom-Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom-Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express, and leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad. But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world Melustanen. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You meant...
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say.
The Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land Amphorius. I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so...
Do not insult my pride with...
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.